Anytime Riley goes snowmobiling and I don't go, it's always a fucking story.
The last time, yeah.
We lost the trail on the road.
I mean, we got lost. I mean, I'm known for taking wrong turns, but
Hold on, we didn't just get lost. You took us through a fucking blizzard and 3 feet of fresh powder in the UP. It was snowing sideways.
I heard this
On
story.
the longest trip that we could take, the longest loop.
Yeah, it's definitely, I shouldn't have turned right on that trail, because that was like 90 miles before the next town.
Yeah.
Kind
There
of
was-
glad
there
it
was
wasn't
nothing.
longer.
Poor Willie with you.
Really.
Oh yeah, we had the old man
I mean,
with us.
We,
And then chewed your ass afterwards.
Yeah.
You told me that.
he did.
Oh,
He did.
yeah. Well, like, you know, picture how high these sleds are right now. We had enough, there was so much snow, I had snowed enough that, like, we were pushing it with the bumpers.
When we
and
were
stuff.
coming home, there was snow over the hoods.
And that was on the
coming
road,
back.
guys.
No kidding.
Yeah.
It was insane. But it was fun.
It was fun
That
until
wasn't fun,
we
man.
were trying to find our way home and everything was closed because of the blizzard, and
Right.
then our helmets were frozen.
Gas stations were closed.
Well, yeah.
Gas stations were closed.
That's kind of sketchy. I got
But I mean, the sketchiest part of that trip was when we tried to take a detour, or taking a shortcut down a county road, and the snowbanks were 6 foot, at least 6 foot high on the sides of the road. We met logging trucks on the road,
Yeah, that
In a
log was
blizzard.
gnarly.
and then it got to the point where we couldn't even, we could never find the trail. We actually had to backtrack the entire way back to where we got on the road.
That was before when we got to the point where the trail was supposed to be off. Like they were supposed to be next to
Supposed
the
to be like
road.
on the side of the road.
So they're like, just go over
Did-
it.
did-
Well, it's like a 6 or 8 foot snowbank, can't see nothing, and they send me over
And 3
that
feet of
thing,
fresh snow.
just hoping that there was like land on the other side that wasn't going over a guardrail. And like, dude, when I went up and over that thing, and the sled hit the other side, it was full throttle to keep the freaking headlight up enough. I come up over that hill, and I'm like, we cannot go that way. That was not gonna work.
Well, whose idea was the shortcut?
Actually, that was mine.
Yeah.
Oh,
That part was mine.
that's surprising.
I mean, after you
Because
rode,
we were trying to cut some of the, because we were trying to cut it, like the trip home down.
that was like hour 10 of
And
our
then
trip, George.
that kind of backfired, actually.
I think we were like, it was like 12 or 13 hours.
It was quite a ways.
It was terrible.
It was, I mean, it was 3 a.m., we didn't get home until 3 a.m. When I
That's
got
crazy.
home, I had to use the faucet to get my helmet off my head because my beard frozen into the front of my helmet.
It
Like,
was.
legitimate was ice. Once I got off, there was still a big chunk of ice in my beard.
Oh, but all I can picture is Willie standing down the hallway and he's flipping me off with both of his hands like this.
Actually, I'm pretty sure he was doing this. It was like, I'm pretty sure it was $5 at the time, if I remember right.
Oh my god. I mean, that's like another time I led us and I took it, the GPS said to turn, so I turned, but there was a lot of trees down and it definitely was not a trail. And Willie
It was long for that one too.
Willie was with, and you had to like ride right along this bank edge where like if you went over too much you would have tipped or got sucked down this valley. Anyways, as the tree was so low, like the branches were dragging across the sled in your body, like trying to get under. And we get past that tree, you know, and we're waiting on Willie, and he got hung up, of course, and then he's reversing. I'm like, this fucking old guy's gonna die. And anyways, he makes it through, and I was like, are you good? And he took his helmet cord and wrapped it around my neck. He's like, yep, that was a good one.
Did he still ride with you guys once in a while? Probably not.
He sold his sleds this year. Yeah,
Way to go.
Yeah.
See, I think it's probably because Riley.
2 years in a row with Riley. He's like, I'm handing it up. That's it.
I mean, in my defense, it said that was a trail. It just nobody used it yet that year.
I mean, it was not a trail. I mean, it was a trail at one point in time.
At one point.
Not that time.
10 years ago.
For
Yeah,
sure.
probably 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Poor Willie. That was like up in Vilas County when we were up there and there was all that snow when we were waiting for you at the stop sign, and we always do the thumbs up, you know, when you're at a stop sign.
Yeah.
And Steve
That was
gave it
Bayfield.
Bayfield. But Steve gave us 2 thumbs down, so that means it's really bad. When you got both thumbs going down, you know something's wrong.
Yeah, that's not right.
He
Pretty
yeah.
sure I got a fight with a power box.
I
With a
think I
ground
heard about that
transformer
story
box.
too. Yeah.
Yeah, like
And my sled did not win.
just shows up his skis like all wonky and the A-arm's bent, and we're like, what the fuck happened?
Hey, we just had to find a guy with a pry bar and a hammer.
Yeah,
We got her mostly back to where she needed to be, and we were good to go. Let's get home.
I mean, we were like over 100, or at least 100 miles away.
Home that day.
And we were
We
using
did.
them all on this freaking arm to get it back, but.
You know, the crap always happens when you're furthest away from home.
Yeah.
Yes, 100%.
It's just what happens.
But we bent it back enough that we made it, and Gabe got it put back together the next day. We had parts brought up from Gateway,
We
actually.
did. We had parts brought up with the crew that was coming up. Yeah,
That's pretty convenient.
There was a lot of snow up there that time.
it was a good trip.
It was.
Yeah, Gabe threw a stud through a heat exchanger that day we left. Then his mom stole it.
That happens.
Oh yeah, that was a good trip.
Yep.
Well, if we take these brand new Artie cats up there,
Put it through the faces.
I think we got
Unless
enough.
someone comes and buys them,
Well, that is true.
that'd be better.
I mean, it
We'll
will.
get more. We can take those.
We got a Thundercat from them, that Thundercat Turbo, yeah, with power steering. That one's gonna be sweet.
That's what Riley wanted.
Yeah, we just need to tune it.
Yeah.
These sleds are good.
Great idea. Great idea.
You know what you wanted?
I mean, when I did ride this though, when I rode the ZR
really-
600 that we got on demo, I was over there in the field and like, they are very nimble. You know, like they're just very responsive and like, it doesn't take much body language to yeah.
Did it feel more responsive, like more playful than the Lynx?
I think, yeah, it felt lighter than the Lynx.
I mean,
The
there's
Lynx
less snow, so like,
It's true, but the Lynx is definitely, it was playful, but the Cat is like, it's definitely lighter and more, I want to use the term nimble, because like it was, like you just, like little movement like that, like it really moved your sled around. It was cool, the power steering was definitely nice.
It's gonna be a different feel, that's for sure.
Yeah. That was Jeremy and Curtis when they were pretty much jousting on snowmobiles. Where were we at? Because you weren't with us.
What were they using for?
That was a Hayward.
Sticks. They had
That
sticks.
was the day afterward. I broke my sled with bacon.
So Steve broke
When
his
they
sled so he didn't have to go with.
Yeah.
And, so him and Willie stayed back to enjoy, the fireplace and some cocktails. And we went, no joke, this trail is called, it was Broken Horseback.
Dead Horse.
Dead Horse, there
Dead
we go.
Horse Trail.
Dead Horse Trail.
I wasn't even with you when that trail was called.
It was the worst
that's why you don't let him leave.
dude. It was like, I swear to God, it was so bad. Everybody wanted to kill me, and like it was a club trail, and
Yeah.
I guess in the end it found out like the club trail's groomer was down. Dude, it was
Actually,
3.
that Club Trail's groomer has been down for years.
That's what the way
Because
people made it sound.
That trail's always bad.
So it was like 3 to 4 foot moguls for like 50 miles.
Oh.
Dude, like we were trying to hit roads, and everybody, I don't know how the sleds were falling apart, but
That's fine.
anyways, we had gone to a bar to eat, and it was gonna just be the end of it. Like for us, we were like to the point to call Steve because the trail was so fucking rough. Like we didn't want to go back, and then the groomer went by, and then it was like, Snowmobile God talking to us, so we stayed to drink more to wait for the groomer to get a head start, and then we went from the worst trail riding that year, like the worst trail we had been on, to the best 60 miles on the way back. It was like smooth as glass on the corridors. It was fun, but
That's when it's fun.
it was,
Or frustrating when it's that.
yeah, we had to suffer a lot of
That's-
misery.
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't as bad like when my bogey wheel was falling off when we were riding, but bogey wheel, exhaust fell off, we had to use fencing wire to put that back. It's weird how the mechanic sleds like always seem to get a lack of attention. Maybe it's because I'm working
Yeah.
on these all day.
Yeah.
Or, never mind.
Or yeah, when I get here at 3:30 in the morning, and we're supposed to leave at like 4-ish. We don't leave till 6 because we gotta
Finish putting it together.
put the whole thing together yet,
I
and then
know.
it still falls apart.
Kurt,
7 miles down
Yeah.
the trail.
He was telling me
shit
about
is
that's why
falling
we're until
off.
20 minutes.
Like
is what
what?
you did.
Yeah, dude.
How about the
What
time I
is
came and
happening?
picked you two up and your sleds were conjoined by a sweatshirt?
Oh yeah.
That's
the
true.
old
We did.
Carhartt sweatshirt, yeah.
Carhartt sweatshirt. If you need a toe strap, it worked for us for about 20 miles through
Yeah.
the valleys of southwest Wisconsin.
Yeah.
That was a cold night, just like it is
That was
now.
that was super cold.
And
Sleds ran great till it didn't. It'll
yeah,
blow up.
until that one went boom. But it's
They
Yeah.
went good, then they go boom.
Yeah.
it, honestly, like we're in the valleys too, over by Vernon County, and
You're
it freaking
fine.
it dies in the bottom of the valley. Of all things, it's like you couldn't happen in the field up above or
Yeah,
something
on
where
the
we
ridge,
easily
yeah.
got it. So we used my sweatshirt and tied it to it and ripped once and then we retied it and that freaking thing pulled it.
We did.
We pulled it all the way to the nearest bar. It was about 20 miles.
Back
And
to the battle.
then we had a rescue mission come get us.
Yeah.
It ruined the fun enough that like my sled was running and I just left it there. We left the sweatshirt tied to it so
I
people
mean,
would know.
moral of the story is snowmobiling is always an adventure.
Snowmobiling is definitely always an adventure. And
It's usually about the stories that you can tell from the trip that you're on.
Well, exactly.
I mean,
That's what it's about.
I mean, if you've never had the I almost died or I've watched the guy do this dumb thing. I mean, that's fun.
Everybody that's snowmobiling can relate and come up with those
Oh, yeah.
stories. That is for sure.
Yeah, I mean, like we were talking earlier, I remember my first Artie Cat wreck. My dad had this 94 ZR, so long nose, great sled. It was his baby, and told me not to wreck it. What do? Took it out in deep snow and I hit a tree. It was my first Artie Cat wreck.
What was the first sled you ever rode, Riley?
It was a 250 Enticer Yamaha, and the seat, they had big square seats on them. I remember my dad told me I had to wait until he got a seat for it, but I was so excited. I went in my bedroom and I took both of my brother's pillows and my pillows and stacked them up on this thing to ride it. And I was little, and I remember riding it with the pillows, and you couldn't move much because obviously your pillows would fall because I had like 8 pillows stacked up. And I was flying through the field, and it was a cold night. Trail had been groomed, so the corner was slippery, and the sled didn't have studs. I was a 5 or 6, and that freaking ass end swung out from under me, and it tossed me like a rag doll, and that sled rolled and rolled like dramatically. And I just remember sitting up, being a kid, and there's pillows all over, and the hood is over here, there's parts all over, and I was just thinking, Dad is gonna fucking kill me, because he said not to ride it until I get a seat.
What was the first sled you ever rode, Kurt?
Oh, I had an old Panther way back in the day. I don't
The
know.
old cat, was it like
Yeah.
a 500?
I think it wasn't 500. It wasn't 400. It was
Okay.
500. Yeah, that thing was a beast.
They're quick.
They are quick. Yeah. I was probably, I don't know, 8, 9. Yeah, it was fun.
They are.
It was a good time.
Jordan, what was yours?
Probably one of your old XLTs.
Yeah, probably back when we went on trips
Uh-huh.
around.
The old triple.
We had a 69 Panther on the farm that lived many lives.
Was that a single cylinder?
Single cylinder.
Yeah.
I actually got a match to it at the shop at home right
Really?
now. Yeah, we found the exact match, same sled.
Did they have the
Nice.
leopard print back then?
Yeah,
Yep.
leopard print on the seats.
Just like this,
round
Just
headlight.
like that. Yep.
Yeah. And speeded track. Got
Yeah.
my foot under that one time and tore my foot
Oh.
out.
I feel like the cleats would be like good for straight line, but I feel like
Not
they
good
would
for
slip.
side.
No,
Yeah,
Yeah,
side,
they would
yeah,
slip
it-
side. Yeah,
It
back.
kicked out pretty bad.
Yeah, we were on
Yeah.
the farm driveway and it was all ice. I remember, and yeah, me and I think Bruce was driving. I was riding. Yeah, it was bad.
I remember mine, the fuel tank had a little leak in it. It was rubbing obviously somewhere. It was an old steel tank, and I took the tank off, and I'm like, I'm gonna weld it, whatever. Put water in it, dumped it out a whole bunch of times,
Yeah,
cleaned it
yeah.
out and everything, and actually left water in it when I struck the arc.
It
It didn't blow up, but it expanded. Like it made it like a fucking basketball. It scared the shit out of me.
Is that what started your welding career?
Yeah,
You're
that pretty much started it, yeah. That
It's like, that was scary, but interesting.
I'm gonna keep on it. I can do better.
What not to do.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was probably 10 when that happened.
Oh, God. Dude, I remember welding with the old stick welder. My grandpa bought it off one of those sales trucks in the 60s, but this thing is it was like a 2 foot by 2 foot square and it had all these posts. I had no idea what I was doing, but I didn't have it grounded right, and when I went to weld and it grounded through me,
Yeah.
holy fuck, was that shocking?
Let you up.
Oh my god, I never touched that welder again. Like, it scared me for years.
Oh, yeah.
Because I was just like, what's this supposed to do? Putting them in, and then I'm like, okay, maybe it'll work. And I was like holding the thing, and as soon as I arced it, it just poof, Like,
Yeah,
yeah.
that was probably 220.
Yep, didn't feel good.
That's back to the ground. That was you.
Oh, God. So I remember taking my cousin snowmobiling, and we always had, to go to any of our fields and stuff, you had to immediately cross the electric fence.
Mhm.
So you'd unplug the electric fence. Well, I thought we had unplugged it, but I must have been too excited about riding. And I picked the fucking fence up, and it shocked me while I let go of it between his body and my body. So then we're sitting right on the side of the road, and this thing is shocking us because we're both like pretty much having seizures trying to jump off of this fucking snowmobile. Oh my God.
I mean, speaking of like, you know, back when, like, those Panther days ago when we were riding as kids and on a farm, I mean, I can remember winters back then that we would ride, you just go to neighbors' fields, you just ride right over the fence lines.
Yes.
Oh,
There was
so
so much
Yep,
snow you
all
just
the
drive.
time, yeah.
And then, you know, after, you know, the blow and drift and the drifts were hard, you just go
Drive
over the
over,
field,
yeah,
you
drive
never
right over
stop.
the fence, yeah.
That'd be
You just
cool.
drive right over the fence.
Yep,
Yeah, I mean, I remember that.
yep, same here, we used to do the same thing.
Very,
Yep,
very fun.
all the time.
I think it was like 2010, 11 or something. I don't know. We had a pretty good blizzard up down here. It was a long time ago. I was riding an 87 Exciter, and we went out, and it was heavy enough that they had shut down all the roads because we rode snowmobiles down Highway 80 from Hub City to Richland Center, and we rode through the drive-thru at McDonald's. And then when we left there, we went towards Bunker Hill, which is the highest point in Richland County. And them snowdrifts, no joke, were 12 to 15 foot high. And I don't know if you know what a Yamaha Exciter is, an 87 Exciter, but it's got about an inch of ground clearance. Not designed, it had a 3/4 inch track on it, so no track on the thing. That poor sled was held to the handlebar the whole trip, but I tell you what, I was smiling the whole
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
time. That was cool. That was a long time ago.
There's a lot of stories like that. I mean,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
just like that today.
Yeah.
We had a fucking
We need to
couple
go.
We had an
starts.
awesome start, we
I
had an
know.
awesome start, and then it had to rain, and now it's super cold and it doesn't want to snow.
But the thing, you know, it's like, you know, I think back to like then, it was like, it was the blizzards that we had.
Right.
It wasn't even just snow.
Right.
I mean, we would get,
Snow for like a couple days.
it would snow for days and then the wind would just, it would just blow. I mean,
Yeah.
digging out after those,
Yeah.
it was just, it
Not
was
fun.
insane.
Yeah.
It's too bad we didn't have these type of sleds and that.
Yeah, I mean,
type of
you think
stuff.
about that, like,
Exactly.
having these kind of sleds back then, I mean, how much fun you would have had. Instead you had 69 Panthers and 87 Exciters.
Literally didn't have any suspension.
John Deere's.
79
Yeah,
Jag,
you'll be
John
able to
Deere,
go.
JDX8s.
You just got bogey wheels, no slides.
The
That's what we need now, is we need sleds with just bogey wheels and no slides.
Right.
Then we can ride all the time.
Right? Yeah, I mean, I remember that John Deere, two of my brothers bought, and I swear every time they rode it, you had to fix the damn thing. Every time.
Like a
It was
Spitfire or liquid fire?
JDX8.
Never,
They
never
were old, they were early ones,
Okay.
and they, yeah. Just every time that thing went out, it had to be, it either towed home or fixed the next day, one of the two.
I bet they smiled until it broke down though.
Oh, yeah.
Each time.
Probably.
We met Steve's brother.
Already Cat did Bryce out here the other day. That was like a 60s, wasn't
It
it?
was a 67 Series 100, I think.
I just remember, I thought somebody had a four-wheeler on us. I was going, thump, 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 thump.
No,
I open the door and here it's Bryce on this ancient
an
snowmobile.
old Arctic Cat. He's gonna bring it down for when we do a open house next time.
Yeah,
We do have to do a vintage Arctic Cat show. Seems like there's been a lot of people.
there's a lot of them out here.
Yeah.
I shouldn't show you the picture that Bruce Bill sent me.
That's the one that he sent me. He showed me when I
He
was
showed
I was out to eat and I was like, yeah, you always bring it. He did
There's-
get, he gave me a number for a guy. I sent it to you or Lacey, but an Arctic Cat guru, I guess.
Okay.
You sent it to me.
If you get like right up on the suckers, like
Purple's my color though, or pink or whatever it's.
I don't know.
purple
Yeah.
metallic,
I didn't like it initially, and it's the more I
It's
look
growing
at
on
it,
me.
it's growing on me.
what's going on, man?
I like the orange, the riot orange that these come in. It's dark.
You get up on it,
Way
and
up
you,
on
Yeah.
right, and that motor, I mean, that motor's laying down right here. It's down. If you, I mean, it's down.
I would like to, yeah.
Is it?
It's a different, I mean, like, the steering was just like, the one we took up, when we took out up north was just like, the steering was just butter. It was like,
That's what James said too,
It
he's
was
like,
insane.
you turn like this, and you're
that
not
was
turning
that was a
this.
thing of power steering, this one,
Yeah.
the one I had didn't even have power steering. It felt very effortless when I was riding it. I will say that.
I would say my CNA's on it. It's still a workout, holy crap.
Those days make it work out. They work.
They're nice.
It's badass, cause like,
They grab.
it'll turn.
It'll turn.
It'll go where you want it.
Yep,
Yeah.
but you gotta get it turned
But you
first.
got, yeah, 100%. Like,
For
I
sure.
had some pretty bad arm pumps this last weekend, cause the trails were really good.
You should have had
Zero.
mine with restrictive steering.
Steven's about to hang the gloves up, call it good.
Man, I was about ready to put the sucker into a tree. I'm just saying.
Maybe that would've loosened it up then.
I mean, it probably would have. It was crazy when it finally let loose. It's like, what in the hell just happened?
Part of you wants to just keep going, but you're like, I better.
No, I'm done. We're calling it. We're the same trays. I don't know what's gonna happen next now.
Oh, yeah. That's a cursed sled.
Oh, that thing is yes. Where it is, we were at we're at Bowers Dam
Bowers
up
Dam.
there, and a guy, we were sitting at the bar, and the guy says, "Yeah, I had a perform an exorcism on my sled." I think you got the number for the priest. I got one outside that needs it too. He didn't have a number for me though.
It's too bad.
I mean, legitimately, everybody has wrecked that sled that has rode that sled.
Yeah,
Like everybody.
thankfully minorly, but, well,
And then, you know, the best part is when the recoil breaks, and you think you got electric start, that's the first place you get to, electric start doesn't work.
Zing. Oh, yeah, it didn't even.
Then it just clicks. It's just like, come on, work with me here.
I mean, at least it has a recoil backup, like,
Right.
you know.
Yeah, it's called Gabe.
Right? His little toolkit saved me plenty of times, that is for sure.
And a lot of that was your own doing though.
Well,
Yes.
come on now.
100%.
Thank you,
Oh
thank you.
my. Oh my.
So I just need a little more preparation.
Yeah.
A little more time for preparation.
The time isn't the thing, he
I-
likes being panicked and waiting until the last minute.
Yeah, but I like
Well-
Lacey's idea of pretending we're going a day early and then it's like a fake day.
Promise, he'll be so
Get
excited
shit
to go,
ready.
he'll just leave anyway.
I like it. We're gonna use that one.
Yes.
Like,
Well, the sled's sitting out back, so I at least need a day to go through it. She's iced out.
It won't take long to bring her in and power out.
It'd be nice to go up north and get up there. They got a lot of freaking snow up north.
You got a lot of snow up north?
When we were in the Minocqua area and stuff, it was beautiful.
I've heard everybody
Well-
I've talked to that's been in northern Wisconsin said it's absolutely phenomenal right now.
Yeah.
But I could tell, like, when we were up there last weekend, we rode south from, like, Park Falls area down to Minocqua, and there was seriously probably 6 inches of less snow.
Really?
Yeah, Park Falls to the north
To the north,
was ridiculously crazy.
yeah.
But you go south, you could,
Yeah.
it's
Further
still
south,
great,
yeah,
it's still
still
great,
good.
it's still great trails.
Yeah,
But you could
less
just
snow.
tell there was less
Yeah.
snow, because everything was
Oh, I
open
bet
this year.
it'd be
I
fucking
mean, we
nice
need
now
another-
if they pan it.
Oh,
Being
yeah.
this cold.
Oh,
I mean,
Oh,
it would, I mean, can you imagine how fast those trails are right now?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, my
But-
buddies are up there right
They'd be
now.
highways.
We actually,
What's negative? I mean, what is your wind chill when you're doing 60 miles an hour?
depends if you're going against the wind or with the wind.
It's gotta be fucking cold. Brace it.
Or if you have a
Right?
windshield or not a
That's what
windshield.
somebody said on Facebook, is if the wind's at your back and you're going 40 mile an hour, it cancels out the wind chill.
Valid.
That is boy math.
But,
That was
I
boy
like
math.
that.
That's what-
I like
that's what they
that.
brought up, I'm just saying.
I've never heard that one. I've never heard that.
So you just gotta
theory,
go,
but I
you
like
gotta go with the wind.
it.
Oh, yeah, speaking of that, Kurt, how was, babysit, or I shouldn't say babysit, how was
Babysitting
snowmobiling
Riley.
last weekend
I
after
was-
I had left?
Waiting for this. 'cause
Yes.
He was telling me, you were shaking your head, I'm having so much fun.
So Russ stopped in to buy some parts from us, and so I was like,
Oh,
he has a tough go at it, huh?
It's always a tough go with Russ.
Oh,
It really is. It really is. There's always something. It's kind of like riding with you.
No,
There's always some white guy. It's like,
There's always
some white guy. There's always some white guy.
Yeah.
I mean,
One guy in every group.
I was like, about crying, laughing at him.
Oh, we were dying.
He said that. So he went off the trail and then kind of boogered up the fender or the,
Yeah. He
broke the
missed
twist
the
tab.
clip. Yep.
and then he said he had a slow motion tip over.
Yeah, I was way up front and he was kind of mid-pack. I don't know what happened there. I mean, he was trying to keep up and he does a really good job, but his shield was having issues.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
That's a good excuse.
that's valid. That's a valid
Yeah, it's no
excuse.
He's like, I just
Oh,
I've heard that out of Riley though too before. I've heard those same excuses.
Yeah, so have I. Switch helmets.
Yeah, well, we had
Yeah.
switch helmets last time.
Yeah.
Make sure your helmet here cord when you hit a deer and it rips stuff off. Make sure you check to make sure it didn't make the helmet either cord. Definitely do that. But yeah, Russ said that he had tipped over and then he's like, "Fucking A, where's Kurt?" Because he couldn't get the sled.
Oh
tip
yeah,
back
oh
over.
yeah.
Oh,
But
man.
even when he went off the trail, it was one of those where there was so much snow.
It just
Where
sucked
it
you
was
out.
where it was groomed, it was like a highway, and if you get right off
Get
of
out.
it, it'll just suck you
Suck
right
you.
into
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
flop. So, and that's what happened.
Well, having him tell the story was hilarious. We were.
Well, he makes every
When
experience
Oh, yeah,
pretty
we-
hilarious.
Because then he was like,
he got home,
yeah, he just sounds like he struggled really bad. He was gonna buy a helmet from us, and he's like,
Yeah.
every fucking year I gotta buy a fucking helmet because he's like, I tipped him over and then I break something.
Well, it doesn't help. Like,
I mean, he's older. How old is Russ? 7?
no, he's 63, 64,
Okay.
yeah.
This is Friday. Chicken.
Yeah, I mean, he's doing fine. But if you would have a helmet bag or just a regular duffel bag to put all this stuff in instead of a garbage bag. Yes, oh yeah. All of his
right
clothes,
here.
all of his
It
gear,
does
and the
help
helmet's
out.
on the bottom, so then I put it in the trailer and it gets
Bouncing.
banged around. Like, come on, Russ. Like, yeah, $400 helmet.
1995.
Then you wonder why it's not working every year. Jesus.
So he was gonna buy a helmet from us, and then he had found a place for a visor up there, but
Yeah, they were gonna stop on their way up.
God, he cracks me up. It's probably a good thing my sled broke and I wasn't able to continue on then with you guys.
Yeah, it was.
Then you had 2 adventures.
You would have been rescuing 2 of us.
Probably 2 of us.
Yeah.
Kurt would've just left everybody.
Well, no, I would never hear the end of that one.
Yeah.
So no, I can't do that.
He just, with his brand new motor and his sled would have been pulling 2 sleds tied together. Really working that out.
Getting it broke in right.
Yeah.
You know? Get those rings broken.
Oh.
What was the most?
Breaking bones, that's expensive.
Yeah, that is very
Breaking
expensive.
So a couple years ago, I broke my collarbone.
That doesn't, I did that.
Found a stump, just
Oh.
barely off the trail, broke the lower control arm, and then tried to limp back to the cabin. Didn't make it back to the cabin.
Isn't that
Poured
weird?
Kettle, and I landed on the
Once the
trail.
adrenaline, once the adrenaline wears out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, it's weird how it gives you like that burning sensation when,
Yeah.
when you break the bones
Uh-huh.
on that.
Yeah, that's good.
You're warm for a little
Yeah, I've
while.
never done that.
I did it like, well, that's the second one. I had surgery on both of them. First one was in Lake Wisconsin. I didn't have any studs in my
Yeah,
sled at the
it
time.
took off a
And
little
it was, well, it was one of those years, kind of like, it's super windy right now and not a whole lot of snow. And the trails were
Yeah.
open. So, kind of patch of snow and then clean ice, snow, clean ice.
Yeah.
And I was trying to make
Enjoy
back a landing and I kind of missed the boat launch, not paying attention, whatever. And so making a big sweeper,
Yeah.
you know, coming around and
And she came around.
on it, and it kicked out and yeah, landed right on my shoulder. I knew it was broke right away. Rolled it back over, threw it in the trailer and drove myself to the hospital. That was a good time, good time, good time.
I mean, yeah, broken bones are expensive.
Yeah,
So
so
are all motors.
that's probably, yeah, like 3 years in a row, well, not 3 years in a row, a couple years back to back of broken bones and surgery and plates and screws and.
Never
Good
made
going
you
out.
think you should quit?
No. No, never crossed my brain.
You don't quit so.
No.
You don't.
You really don't.
It's in the blood. The people, it's in the blood, it's in the blood.
Yep.
I mean, there's nothing like it though. It's like if obviously you wear the new proper gear and you stay warm, and these new sleds are pretty luxurious, but it is just cool, like in Monaco last week, I took a nice video, but just something about the snow-covered trees and like that little narrow path just cruising through, it's,
Yes.
majestic.
I mean, even like, especially when trails are up and down here, you get to go places that you never get to see, never get to go.
Yeah,
Like the stuff you get to see is, you can't, there's nothing else, there's no other experience you can do to see that.
where'd you take us, where'd you take us through, was that Fort McCoy?
So we were up in Monroe County, we came down to on the edge of Fort McCoy. Yeah, that was super cool.
Yeah, that's-
And then we went right by like some of the shooting ranges. We got to like a high point, we could overlook basically the whole bombing range,
That's
like the whole thing.
It was neat, and the
It was pretty
trails were
insane.
cool, they were really tight.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's a slow-paced trail, but that was a really neat experience, because that's the only way you can go through there as a public person, right? Like, it's
As far as I
only
know.
on sled.
Yep.
There was definitely a lot of signs that said, like trespassing will be shot, like all that.
Oh, yeah, there's definitely.
There was a lot of
You
those.
go, like, you're in.
You
Oh, yeah.
actually, you should go like in, like you come, like you go through a gate, you come like on the edge, it's like on one of the boundary roads.
Okay.
And the trail takes part of the boundary road. Then it kind of weaves and bobs you through,
Sure.
just kind of like on the, it's like the southern end maybe.
Okay.
It brings you down into Sparta. It was, and like I said, the views, that whole trail system coming down through there.
It's beautiful.
It's really beautiful, it's really cool.
Once you hit the either you'll be shot signs or tank crossing signs, you're
Yeah.
there. That means you're there.
Crossing signs.
It went too far.
Watch the tank in drill.
It literally says that.
Yeah, no, right there, like they're strict, but it was cool. Like Steve said, you gotta go by like where they drop the bombs or shoot like the tanks, whatever we're doing.
Bombing
Hit
range
big
out
holes.
there, yeah. I mean, when you're up on top of that ridge, you can see the whole, like the whole thing. And they had like lookout towers up there for like people watching and
Okay.
stuff like that for demonstration and stuff. It's pretty crazy.
Cool.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many in southern Wisconsin, especially. You know, it's great that northern Wisconsin has snow. That honestly, southern Wisconsin is one of my favorite places to ride.
I
Just
agree.
because
When our trails are open down here,
Right.
yeah, it's pretty awesome.
it's, I mean, and the people, you know, we've had years where a couple years ago when we were the only ones that, you know, northern Wisconsin never had snow. We were the only ones that have snow.
Yes.
I mean, the amount of compliments that we got down here on our trails it's simply amazing.
You know what's amazing too is it's 99% of it's private owned in Southwest Wisconsin.
Oh, for sure.
You know, so like when you
Yeah.
go north, you know, yeah, you ride a lot of public state land.
There's a lot of private land.
And
Yeah.
you do, and you definitely do ride a lot of
You gotta
private
respect
land.
it.
Right.
I mean, it's
For
I respect
sure,
all of it.
mostly more public than
Yeah,
private out there.
but when you get down here, it's private, and it's just neat to see, you know, all the clubs come together. They put in the hard work to make the trails happen, and some are definitely tight, and you just gotta ride with caution when you're down this way.
But it's
But it
amazing
is
how much work it
fucking
takes. I mean, you're part of a club, and we're all part of a club,
Yeah.
and it takes a lot to make that happen every year.
Yes,
And
it does.
it's a little discouraging for the years when we don't have snow. I mean, it does make you kind of wonder, like, is everybody gonna keep doing it?
Why do we do this?
Why do we do this?
Like, why do
But
we?
that one
clean
week
up
a
the
year,
tree?
that
Yeah.
one day a
Yes.
year, whatever it is.
Yeah, why do we clean the brush,
Right.
put the trails in if
Right.
they're gonna open for?
We go out and groom for
4 or 5
days on end,
days?
right?
Well, like this year, I mean, it was the end of November. We had beautiful snow. The trails you guys did an amazing job on them. They were freaking awesome.
Yeah.
Just Mother Nature
Have
teased
different
us
plans.
and let it warm up.
They have different plans.
But that was definitely
Yeah,
It's a
that
lot
was,
of
for
hours to make all that happen.
sure.
a lot of volunteer.
A lot of volunteer hours, and it's not, not paid,
No.
but yeah.
But even when I'm grooming, like, I enjoy doing it because
You're
I
always
want
fun.
everybody else to have a great experience,
Right.
especially on our
Right.
trails. Like, I try to make them tip top, like, as best as we can from what the snow that we have.
Right.
You know,
What you can do with them.
You gotta do what you gotta
Yeah.
do, or can do.
I mean, there's
Well,
some very
you know,
passionate
but-
people around here that work the trails.
Yeah.
I mean, it's all the
Yeah.
clubs, and there's.
I mean, I was on your trails earlier this year. I'd say they were great until
Yeah.
the deer jumped out. And I hit it. then they kind of sucked. So if you put
Yeah,
deer
that's
crossing signs up, I'd be happier.
Don't ever mention a deer crossing sign again, because Lacey will get so jolly. She thought that like
No.
10 years
No,
ago.
that's Caution Wintry Road.
Yeah.
We needed them yesterday.
Caution
The
Wintry
blowing
Road.
snow.
I mean, in Southwest Wisconsin, every
Yeah.
section of the trail is deer
Exactly.
crossing.
You're gonna-
Every road is a wintry road this time of year in southern Wisconsin.
I can say it was the first time I've been taken off by a deer, or taken off a sled by a deer and didn't break any bones.
I mean, you're lucky you're okay.
You're like,
Yeah, I was.
you're
I
right.
mean, it took me square off, and we weren't riding fast or nothing. Obviously, it just jumped out of its bed.
Honestly, you're lucky you're riding a newer sled, not an older sled.
Oh God, that would be yeah.
So the sled took the brunt.
It did. Oh, it definitely did. And it showed
And
it.
you just got a little bit of it.
We got
Because
the
if
body
you'd been riding
and
an
the
older
left.
sled, it'd be a whole different story.
Oh,
So
man.
from experience, the faster you go and you hit them, they just fly right over you. Because when you,
So Kurt sees him, he just holds it wide open.
that's not where I'm going with this. No, what happened was, it was the last day of the trails being open. Coming home from Leland, like, okay, I know these trails like the back of my hand. Let's go.
Go.
Not speed limit.
Yeah,
One of
let's
those
go.
deals. I'm not gonna say how fast
Yeah.
it's going, but it didn't matter. Well, when they jump out in front of you and you can't stop because it was banging over with, it hit the front of the sled and it launched right over top of me.
Just
So
cleared
just
you?
cleared me. Just cleared me.
Well,
So if
Mike,
you go fast enough, you won't get taken off.
Mike fucking cleared me off, and I was just fucking tumbling and rolling. Don't ride with that. So, yeah, if you're gonna hit a deer, apparently you gotta floor it.
Yeah, yeah. Not
Alright,
recommended, not
I'll-
recommended, not
How about you
recommended.
just don't hit a deer?
But-
We'll go with that.
Try not to hit a deer.
Let's go recommend not hit a deer.
Yes, I would agree with that.
Oh, yeah.
True story.
True story.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully we get some snow. We can go
Yes, I
riding.
agree.
We got the cold. We just need
Snow's coming.
It
It's
is.
coming.
It is.
Everybody do the snow dance.
Yeah.
If you need parts, Gateway's got 110,000 parts here, so stop in or look them up on eBay and on the old Google.
Adding
Web.
more every day.
And we got brand new Arctic Cats, and we also have a
Yeah.
large line of used inventory
Dude,
from UTVs, ATVs to snowmobiles.
if you're looking for a new UTV or ATV, new ones are on their way. They shipping this week. So
You gonna put them up here?
we're gonna keep Kylie nice and tight up here with new units.
Yeah, where you can put all the stuff.
We need
Yeah,
to
we
get
just
more
want to
skin
stop.
welding.
Rack them up. Put a second level in here.
Actually, it's not a bad idea. Like, I think you do.
No, drop-
Tune in next week for the Gateway Podcast to see what happens.
Always happy.